What's going on, y'all? What it is. So let's go ahead and slide on this topic. And the first thing I want to discuss is this influencer by the name of Essence Janae, who claims that she was fired for being a melanated woman by Hogan. Now, Hogan hired her originally for a position as an ambassador for his Real American Beer business, but Janae is claiming to be ousted and canned the day after Hulk Hogan met her. Now, in my estimation, somebody didn't do their research, and I believe it comes down to both parties. If Janae had did her research on Hulk Hogan, she would have known of his past, where he really doesn't care too much for melanated individuals, and she could have kept it pushing, exiting stage left. Now, what's really puzzling about this dynamic is the fact that Hulk Hogan and his team didn't reach out and ask for a headshot before they hired this young lady. And listen, this is the deal. I don't get down with any type of discriminatory practices against anyone, but let's be 100 about the situation. People are going to always hire who the hell they want to hire. Now, maybe Janae did do her research and she came across a story of where Hulk Hogan didn't want his daughter dating ninjas, all right, so to speak. That awful recording that was captured of him disparaging our community. But maybe she thought that he could have turned over a new leaf and thought that he was just trying to send a message that, hey, I'm no longer that individual. Psych.
Hey.
TikTok. Hulk Hogan hired a brand ambassador blindly and then the next day found out she was black and then fired her? Hold on. Let me pitch myself down to a little guy so I can explain. This beautiful black queen name is Essence Janae. And Essence Janae got a job with Hulk Hogan's liquor company as a brand ambassador blindly through the internet. So the next day she show up for her new job and Hulk Hogan sees that she's a black woman and fired her. Real American Beer is the company, and we need to shut that company down right now. I don't know if you recall, but when he found out that his daughter was dating a black man, this is what he had to say. Go ahead, read that. Read it. Read it. I ain't gonna even pause. I ain't gonna even read that. Read it. I mean, I'd rather, if she was going to blank some blank, I'd rather have her marry an 8-foot blank worth $100 million like a basketball player. I guess we're all a little blank blank. Oh yeah, pause the read. Real American Beer, cancel this. Cancel this. TikTok, we got Essence Janae back. Hashtag Essence Janae right now. Followed by the hashtag Boycott Real American Beer. Now, which brand is going to pick up this beautiful black queen, Essence Janae, and show her how it's done the right way? Let me know what y'all think about this one in the comments.
Hello friends, this is T again. According to Media Takeout, Hulk Hogan cancels contract with brand ambassador after he finds out she's black. Hulk Hogan abruptly cancels a contract with a black female brand ambassador, and folks on Twitter are speculating that it could be because she's a racial bias. Hulk, who was caught on tape using the N-word to describe black people in the past, hired a female brand ambassador to host events with him. It's not clear whether Hulk or his team realized that the model was black, but the events went off without a hitch, but Hulk looked a little uncomfortable around the woman. But shortly after the event was over, Hulk's team decided to cancel the contract with the beautiful black woman. They did not offer any explanation. Essence, the model, learned that Hulk's team replaced her with other models who were non-black. Hulk Hogan is an American retired professional wrestler. He is widely regarded as the most recognized wrestling star worldwide. And he was the most popular wrestler of the 1980s and as one of the greatest professional wrestlers of all time. Thanks again for stopping by. This is T. Please subscribe.
Oh my God, y'all gotta get in here and check this out. Hulk Hogan is being accused of firing this brand ambassador named Essence Janae because she was black. This entire situation is also unfortunate. Essence is claiming she was let go for no reason. In a series of TikTok posts, she went on to say how after she met Hulk Hogan for the first day, actually somebody reached out to her and asked her not to return. She is claiming they told her that all of the events for the following week were actually canceled, but she got online and saw that Hulk Hogan actually had a bunch of new girls that he recasted for the brand ambassador position. Now, this entire situation is also unfortunate. Now, this is not the first time I've personally seen a headline about Hulk Hogan involving some type of situation like this, so I'm honestly not surprised. I'm curious to know what you guys think regarding this entire situation. Since took to her TikTok to post her side of the story, and she has ended up garnering over 1 million views on the post. And she actually claims that the person who reached out and told her not to return actually said she did not do anything wrong. I'm curious to know what you guys think regarding this entire situation. Like I said, this is not the first time I have seen a headline about this in regards to Hulk Hogan, so I am definitely not shocked. Let me know you guys' thoughts in the comments. Peace.
I'm just so sick and tired of being sick and tired of this same old story, this same old narrative, this same old BS happening to melanated individuals time and time again. You know, you can tell that Hulk Hogan has this disdain for melanated individuals running deep within his veins because he didn't even let her finish out the campaign. He clipped her the day after he found out that she was a melanated woman. But yet you have former colleagues of Hogan who happens to be melanated that will come out and defend him to the end of the earth. And listen, when we revert to the conditions of Janae's contract, it was only for 1 week. And Hogan couldn't even last past a day knowing that a melanated woman was promoting his brand. Anyway, let's move along because I could go so much in depth into how I'm feeling about this situation, but it wouldn't be fitting for this platform. So let's move along and talk about the rookie that just got deleted over the weekend. This is a very sad story. Khyree was drafted by the Minnesota Vikings, and him and his friends, it was 3 of them that were deleted in a car accident. And it's just a sad situation. You know, you have mothers and fathers that lost their children in this wreck and things of that nature. And they're saying that there was an intoxicated woman that caused all of this, allegedly. I know the details of this accident is still unfolding. But what's so sickening about this tragic situation is the fact that you have this TikToker that goes by the name Rico that had a distasteful or made a distasteful post in regards to the passing of Khyree. It was so distasteful that his twin brother had to come out and speak out against him. And so what I want to do right here is play you that video, the original video of Rico disrespecting the passing of Khyree. And then there are going to be clips to follow of individuals that are talking about Rico. And mind you, Rico has lost about 10,000 followers so far. And then I'm going to play you a response from his twin brother. And so sit tight and I'll be back to give you my 2 cents.
Hey, TikTok, Rico Knows here. If you didn't hear the news, Khyree Jackson has passed away from a car accident last night. Now, I don't have all the details. I haven't really looked into it. I'm actually on vacation right now. But here's what I want to say. Somebody reached out to me in my DMs and said, you know, Rico, you were right, because you said he was a terrible person and you said he was this. I just want to get this out there right now. When I talked to former players who have played, former teammates who have played with Khyree Jackson, they all had the same kind of message, which is he's an immensely talented person, terrible person, you know, character-wise, but he's immensely talented on the football field. So for me, I'm not going to support somebody like that. Hope he kept his nose clean. I said I hope he doesn't get arrested, things of that nature. I don't know the details of his car accident, so I'm not going to sit here and say I was right in any regard. I'm just going to tell you guys, decision-making is essential. Not going out at night is essential. Not driving in dangerous times, whatever it is. Like, all that stuff is decision making. Really, you're the end result of your own decision making. But right now, I don't handle death like everybody else. Like, I don't care about death. Death doesn't really move me all that much. I've seen a lot of death in my life. It's just the nature of who I am. So while everybody reacts to death differently, I am going to sit here and tell you guys that you can learn from other people's mistakes, whatever it is. And I saw the post on Twitter where everybody's saying, all I heard is good things about this man. He worked so hard. He made it from a deli, working in a deli. He had no no interest in him out of high school, all this stuff. It's like, yeah, the reason he had to be at a deli and the reason nobody had interest in him is because he was kicked out of 4 different universities for substandard conduct. And for the last 12 months, he had managed to do the right things while at Oregon. Not even 12 months, but for the last 8 months or so, he managed to do the right thing. Hope for the best, and it didn't work out. If you live fast, you make poor decisions, you're going to die fast, and it might be the end result of your decisions. That being said, there's a family out there hurting because they just lost somebody they love and care about. I don't know them personally. I don't wish anybody condolences. I don't get down like that. I don't send prayers or none of that. I don't care about any of that. Your problems are your problems. Your deaths are your deaths. Mine are mine. So it is what it is, right? So it's unfortunate, but please stop spamming me about how right I was. We don't know the details. Your friends don't know, but Rico knows.
Going for the fence all the way.
What you say about my mama?
You know, I usually try to stay out of drama, but I need to call this man out because this is unacceptable.
I haven't really looked into it. I'm actually on vacation right now.
If you haven't looked into Khyree Jackson's death and the death of the 2 other people that were in the car with him, then why are you making a video toting you were right? You made a 2-minute, 16-second video without knowing the facts about what happened. 3 families lost their sons. And if you did read the police report, their car is the one that got hit. Their car is the only one that had fatalities in it, and the person who hit them was speeding. The police are even saying that alcohol may have been involved. And regardless of all of that, he was in the passenger seat. He wasn't behind the wheel. But you don't care about that, do you? You just want to tote the facts. I was right. How does him getting killed in a car accident prove that he's not a good guy? And if he's not a good guy like you're toting, does that mean that he deserves to get killed in a car accident?
Details of his car accident, so I'm not going to sit here and say I was right in any regard.
Oh, you're not going to say you're right. You know, that's very respectable of you. Only you did. You put it in a playlist titled I Was Right. You made sure to get all the hashtags in there, promote your brand at the expense of this young man dying.
Now, I don't handle death like everybody else. Like, I don't care about death.
That's so cool and edgy, but what does this have to do with this? This young man finally made it to the NFL, and right before he got to live out his dream, he got killed in a car accident, and you're talking about, well, death doesn't bother me, you know, I'm strong, and that's not a flex, dude. The fact is 3 families lost their sons, and you took time out on your vacation to claim that you were right.
Fast, you make poor decisions, you're going to die fast, and it might be the end result of your decisions.
He was in the passenger seat, and he got hit by another driver. What possible bad decision did he make, other than being in the wrong place at the wrong time? You should genuinely be ashamed of yourself, dude. I'm ashamed to even be on the same platform as you, using a young man's death as an opportunity to promote your brand and try to prove yourself right. That is absolutely disgusting. I pray that you can realize how messed up this is and you can apologize to every one of those families, dude.
I might check on Rico Knows because this man is getting sliced and diced out here in these social media streets. If you don't know, Rico Knows is a huge TikToker here on this app. He talks about sports, and one of the biggest sports stories today is Khyree Jackson, 24-year-old Minnesota Viking rookie, passed away. RIP to him and condolences to his family. Now, what I just did is what most people did. They talked about good things, but Rico Knows put out a video talking about he doesn't wish people condolences. He doesn't do the whole RIP thing. If somebody passed away, that's his family. They got to deal with it because Rico has to deal with his own business. I'm paraphrasing here, but Rico also talked about how there was a reason that he transferred to different schools, how some people told him he wasn't a good person, and people were just like, hold up. The man just passed away. This isn't the time to talk about his negative. And this video got so viral that even NFL player Darius Slay commented on it and said, you could keep that to yourself. It got so big that Rico had to take the video down and put it to friends only because he said he only wants his friends who's rocking with him to see this video, and he put out another video kind of explaining it, and I think that was still up on his channel. You guys can go check it out. But it brings me to my question: how do you guys handle speaking about somebody who just passed away? In my eyes, I just wish them RIP and wish their family condolences. What do you guys think about this?
There's a family out there hurting because they just lost somebody they love and care about. I don't know them personally. I don't wish anybody condolences. I don't get down like that. I don't send prayers or none of that. I don't care about any of that. Your problems are your problems. Your deaths are your deaths. Mine are mine. So it is what it is, right? So it's unfortunate, but please stop.
It's unfortunate, and your problems are your problems. Your debts are your debts. Like, who the f are you, bro? Honestly. You know what's crazy? Somebody says this shit about you and your son and your kids to you, you probably would feel a certain way about it. And if you didn't feel a certain way about it, that says a lot about you. That's someone's son right there. And then you, with the responsibility of having the largest platform that anyone has, freestanding. You're not employed by anyone. You're your freelance reporter and you have a very big following. And you have the responsibility to say the right thing when no one's watching. Have some integrity. But instead you say sensationalize your stance because you want to be different. You want to be against the grain. There are times when you can go with the crowd and you just might want to here. Someone just died, bro. Oh, death is easy. Death happens all the time. All right. Well, answer me this, bro. Who's going to be at your funeral? Exactly. His job is TikTok. It's not a shocker. This is when you have to be more responsible about the way you move. If your money's going to get affected, you better start moving the right way. And you better do things for the right reason. Be on the up and up. When a young man dies and you're the first one to the table, all you want to do is do a speed run to the damn phone so you can make a video. You have an addiction. It's an addiction to the views and the money. And the views and the money are going to tailor make your message because you haven't had the right temperament and time to get the right approach. A la Stephen A. Smith, who gets all night to think about it tonight. He'll be live on Monday morning and he'll give you a great take on what the eulogy might be. But not Reek. Reek wants to run to the scene of the crime. What's going on? You're an ambulance chaser, bro. That's what you are right now. And you spoke so out of turn. I'm ashamed. I have people ask me, are you the brother? And I'm just like, yeah. You ever been ashamed of someone in your family? And it's a damn shame because my brother is extremely gifted. He's a 20-year veteran, United States military intelligence, one of the highest ranking people ever. And you would think that would give him credibility. But do you know what gives you credibility? Your words. Right? I watch Jerry Maguire. A man's is only as good as his word. My word's as good as oak. And they shake hands on it. Well, guess what, bro? My word's as good as oak. And I'm telling everybody right now, if you don't clean your you won't have anything to clean up soon. This is how you cancel yourself. But how can you fix it? Be authentic. Don't just do an apology video out of turn, just like, oh, hey, guess what? I was wrong. Oh, boo-hoo. But you know what? He still was out at 3 a.m. What the f*** is that, bro? He's a terrible person. That's what all his teammates said. Hey, even terrible people need love too. Even you.
All right, so you guys just seen and heard all of that. What a despicable person Rico is. You know, he reminds me of Malika Andrews from ESPN. She does that too. She talks about the players' negatives and then try to throw in the positives. And when you throw in the positives after saying all the negative, you kind of just drown out all the positive things that you actually said about that person. It's no need to bring up someone's past when they passed away, right? You have families in mourning right now. 3 families that lost 3 young men. And because you spoke about his past in regards to him getting kicked out of 3 to 4 universities, you thought you were on to something because what you were hoping for was the fact that you thought that this was Khyree's fault, when in fact it wasn't. These 3 individuals got hit by a drunk driver, all right? And this is why those 3 young men are no longer here. And that's why you try to protect yourself and say, well, I don't know all the details, but no, if you don't know all the details, why would you jump on your platform and talk about it? You want it to be right. I do not believe that somebody DM'd him and told him that he was right about Khyree. He was trying to speak ahead of the situation so he could have this, oh, I told you so moment to kind of boost up his platform, right? And to make him look more credible, so to speak. And it was an epic fail. And if you take a look at his platform that needs to be deplatformed, you can look at his content and it's always negative things about melanated individuals. He says none of this about any other community. None of it. Making money off of our pain and off of our trials and tribulations. That's what a lot of them do, but they claim that we have no value. They claim that they don't need us, when in all actuality, without us, they don't have anything. They don't have any content, really. You know, let's just keep it real. And so this is just a messed up situation. It really has me ticked off. So I'm gonna just get off of here right now. I want you all to drop down in the comments and let me know what you think about everything that was discussed within this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And until next time, peace.